Yeah, another night, another sample. I'm pretty excited for this one. I've been holding on for it for a while. And it is the 8-year-old Wilderness Trail weeded mash bill. So, if you know anything about Wilderness Trail, they're a pretty big name here in Kentucky, but relatively new. They are starting to get some older stuff. 8 years is the oldest. That is an easy release to find. Kind of sits on the shelves here now for about 65, $70. So yeah, let's see what we think. Obviously, you can tell I've been enjoying it a little bit. So
We were big fans of the 8 year rye bourbon. So
yeah, the high rye. And a lot of people were saying this one was better. So I was like, okay, you sold me. I got to pick it up.
for the first pour of the night, I wasn't sure what you were going to start us with. I'm like, what's TJ got? And then I put my nose in it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Very light nose. You do get some of that sweetness you get from weeded mash bills and everything like that. Vanilla, oak, and just very traditional bourbon notes.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of cherry, which kind of reminds you of some of those other weeded mash bills, Makers, Buffalo Trace,
Mhm.
not the Buffalo Trace, but some of Buffalo Trace products. Weller's, there we go. Also get some cinnamon and oak. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. So I didn't get that
Ooh.
cinnamon until the finish, and it's like that transition from the palate to the finish, just cinnamon kicks in, almost like a baked apple pie with cinnamon on top. So good.
This has got, man, it's that oak, like that rich dark oak that a lot of times you'll get it in those like short barrels.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's and also oftentimes you got to go to higher age stuff to get that type of oak, like
Yeah.
Knob Creek 15 or Knob Creek 18 to get that type of oak.
Yeah. And there's a lot of depth and complexity to this one. So when you first take a sip, you're getting that sweet from the wheat. I'd say like a sweet cherry type thing. But then it very quickly transfers into like the dark aged oak dryness that you get. And then it goes into your spices with some cinnamon, a little bit of black pepper. Uh yeah. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, definitely waves of flavor. I mean, for me, after that oak, heavy, rich oak, aged oak initially on the palate, then it does go into those spices for me, which, yeah, black pepper, little cinnamon. Honestly, pretty impressive finish for a weeded product.
Yeah.
Remind me the proof point again on this?
100 proof bottle and bond.
That's,
Yeah.
this could, I mean, I want to, like, this sounds insane to say. I want to taste this against Knob 18 and Knob 15.
Yeah. Well, anyone that wants to throw it up against it, the Maker's Mark Cellar Age, this is way better. Like,
Oh, yeah.
not even close. So
You probably didn't make some friends on that statement, but
that's fine.
hey, the data in our blind best of it did not fare very well.
Mm-mm.
This thing, I think this is an early, like TJ, you better be sending this in November for the best of because this is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. This could definitely do very well. I would say by its own. I think if you put it in a blind and you have a lot of high proof stuff in there, it might get muted out. But there's so much flavor and nuances. It's one that you can just sit back, enjoy, drink, and pick out flavors all day long. So, I mean, I'm a fan. I love it.
Yeah, I think this drinks in a good way. I think it drinks hotter than 100 proof.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes you say higher proof bourbons if they drink lower proof, that's a good thing. But in this instance, the fact that I think it gives you the robust flavors that we tend to love in a higher proof bourbon that you're getting in 100 proof. This is
Yeah.
I really liked. I thought the 8 year high rye bourbon was my first Wilderness Trail product that I would put my stamp of approval on. I thought the previous one, they were like showing promise, they were good. But that was my first one that I would really say I'd go out and buy.
Mhm.
Um, this I think is better than the high rye.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree with everybody. The wheat is way better.
Yeah,
It makes me excited to keep seeing it if they keep putting higher age stuff out. Like it's
let's get
really
to 10.
fun. It reminds me of New Riff in the sense that you're seeing it age and we are growing in our bourbon journey with the distillery and that we can see the complexity and the growth and it being better as we learn how to enjoy better bourbon. So, and they just keep getting better. So, cheers to you,
Are you
Wilderness
saying
Trail.
when they only had 5 or 6 year product, we wouldn't, our palates weren't ready to
Yeah.
appreciate the 8 year product?
Yes, absolutely. But we're there now. So, yeah. So, Wilderness Trail, keep up the good work. I can't wait to see what you do next. And this will definitely have to be entered in for a best of for this year because it is delicious. So,
Thanks
cheers.
for sending, TJ.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See you next time.
Stay neat.